Hey you guys, yes, I'm back with another video, and this one I'm gonna do about, of course, my favorite topic besides reality shows is law of attraction. Okay. I just want to share something with you, is that, well, my story for tonight, well, for today, I end up having, let's just say, not so much of a good day, because when you feel like you have a lot on your plate sometimes and you have to go to work or whatever, because Monday was my day off. So Tuesday is my actual Monday, because that was my first day back at work, being in the office and everything else, and just really dealing with some things that sometimes when you're not used to doing a certain task or something like that, and it's new priority, I pretty much know what was on my plate. Okay. But at the end of the day, I was like, you know what? I know at the end of the day, I'm gonna have a really good day, whatever. I was like, but right now, this traffic getting on my nerves. I didn't really get the breakfast that I wanted, but whatever. So when I got to work or whatever, and I had already built this story in my head. That's why I'll be telling y'all, it's the stories you tell yourself. And I'm one of those people, and I'm working on it and everything else. But at the end of the day, I'm human, and I'm still learning the process of, being positive, and, with the affirmations and all these other great things, right? So I'm in it just like y'all. I'm not a master at it. And I was just having all of these thoughts in my head and just really building this story. And let me tell you something, everything that I thought happened today. And I had to calm myself down when I got in the office or whatever. I was just like, you know what, just calm down. You're going to be able to get these tasks done. There was one particular task that I knew that I had to complete. But I was like, it's gonna be taken off my hands, and my friend gonna have to do it, because I'm just, either they could show me, but I said I prefer her to do it. So throughout the day, I started working on the task that I needed to work on. I was like, okay, cool, I got it. Then I forgot all about how to do it and everything else. Just one of those things where you're like, okay, well, my notes said, let me slow everything down. And then I say, you know what, girl, you here, you're going to have to change your mindset, because you're going to be here for a while. So I began to change my mindset, and I was like, you know what, as many times I need to get up to go walking, because a lot of times I really don't have to walk that much. But today I made it a thing to keep getting up, to walk, to get my mind to be pushing and to be active and to be positive, and just tell myself, you know what, even though this day didn't start off how I wanted it to or whatever, but it's going to shift into a positive. It's good. Everything is going to work out for me. I'm going to be good, whatever. So it ended up being a great day, very positive. And I was really glad to see my coworkers or whatever, because, it's just like we're a family at the end of the day. And so, on my way home, I had already made in my mind what I was going to eat for dinner. I was like, I'm going to stop and just grab something, a bite to eat. And then I'm going to go on my way. And I stopped at Papa's Barbecue, because I love that barbecue chicken. Like, it's dry and you add sauce. I don't like nobody add sauce to my stuff. Like, no, give my stuff dry and let me control my sauce. So, I'm getting that, and I have my mind on this cream corn. Oh my God, it's to die for. Okay, so I'm like, I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna get the cream corn, and I'm just gonna call it a day. And I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna enjoy my food, just to relax, eat my dinner. So I say, you know what? I really enjoyed the corn so much. I went to go get the to go, and the guy, he was like, well, and I was watching him like do my order. That was the funny thing. And I asked for the quart, because I was like, the quart was like $7. Didn't realize it until I was being greedy. I went from $2 to $7. So I say fine, because I really love this corn, and I can eat on this for a couple of days and I'm good. And so if you're from Texas, and like the Fiesta corn, the street corn, the roasted corn, it's like that 10 times better, because it's real creamy. I don't know what they put in it, but it's cream corn or whatever. But it's delicious. It's roasted corn. They take it, they scrape the kernels off of it or whatever. They turn some cream. I don't know. I was telling my grandmother about the process. I brought her one and just like asking her, Did she like it? She loved it. She was like, that's what my dad used to do. So, but let me get back into all this because I feel like I'm rambling on because I'm going somewhere with this. But y'all know how I get about food. I be romancing the hell out some food, okay? So, anywho, so back on track. While I'm waiting on this guy to get some corn, so I'm looking. It's a big seller. So I'm like, wait a minute. I know they got some on the back because he is scraping, trying to make it a quart, but it wasn't begin to be a quart. It ended up being a pint. And so he called me up there. He was like, man, we didn't have enough to do a quart. He was like, but we did enough for a pint. He said, how did you pay? I said, I paid cash. He was like, well, you know what? I'ma just I'ma pay the difference, give you the difference back from the quart versus the pint. So I was like, okay, cool. And in my mind, while he trying to get it together, I said, oh, here's the receipt. In my mind, I say, you're going to give me my whole refund back and I'm going to get this for free. I spoke that. Y'all, I promise you, that guy was doing something in that computer. He said, you know what? I tell you what. I'm going to just give it to you for free and give you your whole full refund back. I wanted to tap dance right there. I'm like, if I could only speak to the lotto numbers like that, baby, I would be a bad mama jamma, okay? But it was so funny because there was no pressure there, and I just spoke it. I wasn't thinking that he was gonna do it, but a part of me felt like he was gonna do it. When I said in my mind, you gonna get my money back and I'm gonna get this for free. Like with confidence. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't know totally, but in me, I felt like it was gonna happen. Okay, after I spoke it. But I didn't know that in going into, them telling me all of this other stuff about the coin. So I was willing to pay the money. But I felt like that, wow, that was a unique, even though it's something minor like food or whatever, but I spoke it. Okay? While he was still in my face. It wasn't no minutes afterwards. It was like right after I spoke it, he was tapping on something and he was like, you know what? Hey, I'm going to give you a whole refund back and I'm going to just give you that for free. I was ecstatic, okay? And I would just tell anybody, let it go. You cannot, when it comes to law of attraction, you can't worry and you cannot feel lack. Okay, you just have to know and you have to speak it like how they said with conviction. I think that's what they say. Like with confidence, you just know like this is what it is, whatever. And I'll tell anybody and there's some things that I'm working on that I'm just trying to see because it's some things that I can manifest really quick and there's some things that I feel like there are some blockages there. And not to say I know all the tricks and everything else, but I know that I have to get it out the way because you have to know that you can have whatever you put your mind and whatever you say you want because life is in the power of the tongue as well as death. Meaning that when you speak positive, over yourself, positive things happen. When you speak negative things come to pass as well. The universe doesn't know the difference of good or bad. All the universe knows is the command that what you're asking for. Okay? Ask and it shall be given to you. Knock at the door, it shall be open. These are things that we have learned over the years. If you went to church and all of these other things, that's true. The Bible is what they call a manifest mechanism. Okay? And some of the things in the Bible, I really do truly agree with. I don't agree with everything, and I'm human. I can do that, whatever. Because there's some questionable things, but I know when it comes to Psalms and some, scriptures or whatever, when you can really look at them, it's like, it's nothing new up under the sun, okay? You just have to know, okay, and start using it. I know so many Christians that go to church faithfully, but they don't exercise what they go to church for. It's one thing to go, but get something out of it and then use it as a tool, So that's all I have for you guys. If y'all have great stories, let me know or whatever. I want to hear from them as well. And that's all I have for you guys tonight. So hopefully you guys enjoy it. And, y'all continue to be blessed. And let's manifest and be positive, okay? Until then, I holla.